Hello and welcome everyone to the August 26th edition of the meeting for the organization of the Kubernetes Contributors Summit North America 2024, which will be taking place in Salt Lake City at November the 11th. Yeah, this meeting is under the Code of Conduct. Please adhere the code of conduct, and in short, this basically says be excellent and nice to your fellows. All right. Yes, I was out last week. Thanks for everyone who joined last week. There will be no meeting next week because of the US holiday that is taking place. So I wish everyone who has a US holiday a nice holiday. We have some deadlines this week, especially regarding the image or design proposals for the summit logo and also for the logo for the awards. So if you still want to fill something in or hand something in, then please do it this week. Like I already also missed this, so I also need to do this. Beside this, no update from my side. Jean, did anything come up from your side?
No, it was a pretty quiet week last week, so good time to take a holiday.
Great. Brienne wrote that she cannot join today because of some family problems. So we skipped the CNCF part. I see Josh. Do you have any updates for us?
Yeah, I just wanted to, like I said, it's still early days for ops, and we've mostly figured out what our list of required volunteers is going to be, and now I'm trying to figure out schedules. And we have Nitish with us today. So I wanted to ask the content team when we really expect to have most of our schedule published, because I can't do the final volunteer recruitment until that happens. So I'm trying to figure out some timing with Swag.
Hi Josh. So basically,
Hey.
if you look at the deadlines, so by September 15th, we are obviously, trying to see what CFPs we're going to make it to the conference, since we have 11 CFP responses so far. Having said that, I think October 9th to 10th is a time when you can expect that the schedule will be almost ready, but still reaching out to the speakers and trying to add some more information can take a little bit time. But I think we're good to go with the deadline for the schedule that is being out, which is by October 14th. So yeah, I would say October 8th to 10th is the time that will be almost ready. And I think October 8th to 10th is the time which I'm speaking as even far. We can expect that schedule can get not released, but can be eventually out before October 8 to 10, because we have, I think, 15 days gap for trying to review the CFPs. So October 8 to 10 is the bare minimum deadline that we can expect.
Okay. Okay, I'll walk that math back and see whether or not see how much time that we have, because we can't actually start to recruit volunteers for room proctoring until we have the schedule, because people want to wait to know what's going to be where before they commit. So okay, thanks.
Just want to add up, according to you, so when do you expect that something specific date is a good time by which you should be getting at the schedule? Because the deadline is although October 14, but what is a good time for you that we should?
The let's see, KubeCon, let's see, we're on November 11th.
Yeah.
So I have to
So
walk
we have 1
back.
month.
Yeah, so I have to walk back 3 weeks if, yeah, I mean, that's the thing is if it's actually out by October 10th, then, then I'm fine for personalization. If it's not, if it ends up not being out until October 17th, then I'm not doing personalization. So it really does actually kind of fall right in there. October 14th is kind of like the last day that I could still do personalization of the general volunteers. I mean, this is a minor point, but I've been trying to put it on my schedule for a while to figure out what we're doing. Okay. And now I have dates to work with.
All right. Next up is basically Nitish with content.
Yep. Hi, Mario. So we have there are no specific updates except for the fact that we have received up till now 11 CFP responses. We are also going to have a sync with the content team this week to get them familiar with the shared access and how we're going to proceed further. Because I remember the last time we had a meeting, we discussed about preparing an Excel sheet, then mapping out why this proposal needs to get accepted and all other things. So we're going to discuss a bunch of those things in our sync, which is going to happen this week. And apart from that, there are no such updates. However, something that I would like to bring forward and maybe ask is the promotion of the unconference topics. So I remember the last time we promoted it by the channels, by posting the messages in the specific SIGs. And I think we are getting closer to the date. And I think comms has a specific deadline. But do we want to get started with promoting the unconference on the specific channels for now, or should we do it later on once the comm has done it? Just want to ask this too.
I mean, I think there was a send out at least in the emails for the unconference, as far as I know. Let me look.
Yes, I think in the month of September, we are going to send out at least 3 emails related to unconference.
Yeah, on the 16th of September is the email with the unconference topic submissions are open. I would keep it this way because anything else is too early. And people forget stuff.
Makes sense. Got it.
So for reference, I put also the document in the chat. There is the nice organization document from the comms team, when and where communications go out. Most of them already have also a date.
Thank you,
All right.
Mario. Thank you.
Any other questions regarding content? If not, then I would basically directly go towards comms and Sandeep.
Yeah. So I mean the last date for the designs and the awards is August 31st. So keeping that in mind, we sent a reminder last week, and then one more reminder is going to go out in about 2 hours from now. And then, given that August 31st is a Saturday, we have planned the final design reminder on August 29th. Okay, so our hope is that if we send it by 29th, people will be more encouraged to apply it by the deadline of 31st. And then we have one, so that is about the 29th. And then we have 3 CFP reminders in the month of September. and then 3 calls for unconference also in the month of September, then 2 social media posts in September, and 9 more communications beyond September. So that is pretty much the update from comms. Any request or anything to be added?
Sounds good to me. I don't know, Josh, do you need another volunteer reminder? I mean, there was
No, not
something
at this
saying-
time.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't want the volunteer reminder until we actually have a schedule to fill in at this point.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right. Thanks, Sandeep. Next up is social with Xander.
Yeah, still early days for us. I think there isn't any changes from the last update that I shared. I still plan on posting art options in the Slack in the next couple weeks. Yeah, I'm traveling this week, but I still think there's a possibility I'll get to it this week. Yeah, nothing new. Still waiting on the venue from Brienne, but I expect that would be in the next 2 to 3 weeks.
Do we think we're still gonna do like jigsaw puzzles?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, this sounds good. Registration update with Savita. Or someone from registration.
I can jump in on registration too. Things are going smoothly on our end. We are up to date on the Google Sheet. There was one decline that was a mistake due to the GitHub input that we ended up having to ask someone to re-register there. The current numbers I can try and pull up here real quick. Yeah, we have 54 accepted in person attendees, and then I think that includes staff, so 44 attending the celebration total as of right now. But yeah, things are going fine for registration.
All right. I think KCS meet and greet. Keslin is not here. Any update on this from anyone?
There's no update. I will ping George and Cassim to see if there's any new updates. We're pending on updates about the project pavilion to see about like the layout and timing and schedule as well. So I'll see if there's an update.
Yeah, I think George was last week in China, right? So for
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, he still might be there still. So, but I will ping anyway.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. Next up is awards. Mars.
Yes, no updates for now. We did send an Excel file to Brienne with all the nominees. Hopefully it's good and she will not need anything else. Let's see. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
Okay, this sounds good. Anything else? Bob put in signing Kubernetes 10-year posters for attendees swag. Does anyone know what this means? I have an idea what this means, but
yeah. So initially there was going to be Kubernetes 10-year anniversary posters where the some of the founders signed the posters, but it was considered a better idea to have any contributor that wants to sign the poster to have those available to be signed. I think that's what the line item is. So maybe it's like a spot, a place for the posters to be available for folks to sign.
Okay, so we basically need a bun or a CNCF potentially will put up a table and like 10,000 posters, and then someone can
Yeah,
sign.
I don't know. I mean, realistically, we can't actually have people signing more than 6 to 10 posters. So who's getting those 6 to 10 posters?
I mean, if potentially, I guess the CNCF will provide posters, right? So, and then if we have contributors around, then they can sign them while the contributor summit is happening. So we can potentially sign
Yeah.
more posters, and because not everyone needs to sign every poster, right? So
Yeah, I'm just saying from having done this exact activity before for other projects, 6 to 10 is really the limit.
Okay.
The people are just not going to sign more than that. And on top of which, think about, how many posters can you actually lay out side by side on an 8-foot table, right?
Yeah.
The and that was the thing I was unclear of with the whole poster thing, and I guess we'll have to ask CNCF is where are these posters going? Who's getting them? Because when I've done this before, it's been for a charity auction, but there's no charity auction at KubeCon.
Yeah, but we need either one from CNCF or Bob, which basically fulfills
Yeah.
both roles
Yeah.
in the
Yep.
meeting to discuss this further.
Yeah.
All right, then yeah, we will just postpone it into the next meeting and yeah, see what we can get out of this. All right. Any other topic that is urgent or that we need to discuss? If anything comes up, ping us in Slack. I will be traveling next week. However, I will try to set up the voting form for the design, so that we can basically have the design voted for the awards and for the swag as fast as possible. Sandeep, you have your hand up.
Yeah, I just wanted to add a small note that for a lot of us who have applied for the travel fund or for scholarship, maybe most of the decisions will happen by
Sounds like okay. So
by the September 9th to September 16th or so. So we'll get to know if all of us are making to the conference or not.
Okay, yeah, we keep this in mind, and we also keep fingers crossed that a lot of you folks can join. Okay. However, the voting for the design can happen without with everyone that is in here, so that's also fine.
Yeah.
All right. And any other topic that is pressing? If not, I wish you a really nice week. For the US folks, enjoy your public holiday next week, Monday, and we see each other in 2 weeks' time.